Yeah, hey, I was wondering if you guys have any chance that you can demo your kayaks?
Yeah.
Okay. What's it take to set up a demo with you guys?
Just tell me when you think you might want to come and what kayaks you might want to take out, and we'll just do it.
Well, that went well. So where are we going?
Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Why would we go to Kazoo?
Because there's a place called DNR Sports.
We might go shopping. We won't buy a kayak today, but we'll definitely strongly consider it.
We won't?
No, we won't. What's up, nerds? Welcome back to the channel. We are out here testing out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kayaks that I think we could all safely say are in like the top 10 categories of kayaks. We've got Nucanoe, we got Bonafide, we got Old Town. And these are some of the most popular kayaks that have come out in the past couple of years, and some that came out in the past year. All new stuff. So I'm really excited to be testing these out. Our goal today is we're gonna put them on the water. Imagine that, to try them out before you consider maybe buying them. So we want to give you our feedback on these things. We're looking at things like, what accessories do they come pre-stocked with? How do they feel on the water? Stability test. How much do they weigh so we can move them around? Comfort levels of all these things.
Maneuverability on the water.
Out there.
Tackle storage, storage space, durability, balance for like things like standing and casting, and ultimately price and value. And then when we're all done fishing each one of these, we're gonna rank them for you.
So we're gonna walk through each one of these, kind of show off some of the features that stand out to us that we think are really cool, and we'll get you the MSRP, pricing, all that stuff.
Then we're gonna beat them up.
Yep, and we're all here thanks to DNR Sports and Hunter, who is right there, hooking us up for the day trip.
Show them the truck.
That?
It's a good looking truck.
The specimen?
A bee just went in there though.
Yeah, you might want to give it a few minutes.
He's in there. He's like, I'm gonna make a home right here.
So these are the 5 boats that we have for you. The Nucanoe Unlimited, the Bonafide SS127, the Bonafide P127, and the Bonafide RVR119, and the Autopilot Sportsman 12-footer powered by Minn Kota. We're gonna get kicked off with the Nucanoe Unlimited. This is a $1,800 MSRP kayak. Length 12 foot 6 inches, width 41 inches. It's got a 3 to 5 inch draft. It's got a 84-pound hull weight and a 360 swivel seat where you can add another seat to it. An open canvas if I ever saw one. This is the Bonafide SS127, their flagship paddle boat, 12 foot 7 inches, 33.75 inches wide, 70 pounds, and an almost 500-pound weight capacity. Now, we were able to get our hands on the P127, which is the pedal version of this Bonafide kayak. Comes in at $3,000 MSRP, 12 foot 7, 34 inches wide with 120-pound fitted hull weight and an almost 500-pound capacity. Super fast boat. This is Bonafide's river kayak, the RVR119, coming in at just under $1,800, 11 foot 9 inches, 85 pounds with a 425-pound capacity. It is built to succeed on the river. And lastly, we got the flagship, the Old Town Sportsman Autopilot with the Minn Kota trolling motor built into it with spot lock, 12-foot boat, $4,400, 37-inch width. This thing is an absolute legitimate boat. Assembled boat. It is 152 pounds. It's a beast.
Test number 1 is the liftness test. If we can lift this and carry it a distance to the car without excessive strenuous physical activity, then that's a good thing. We're looking for lighter boats. You guys know we rock the Hobies for a long time. We don't want something that heavy right now. We want something a little bit easier to get on and off the water. We want to run a little bit lighter. This is what we're going for. Paul's warming up. I'm going cold. Lifting only with my spine. Let's go.
In a quick jerking, twisting motion using only your back.
Ready?
I'm also doing this in wet Crocs.
It's very safe on a ramp.
It's a death sentence.
Ideal. Ready?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, go!
Oh, this is way heavier than the Hobie.
So
this is not lighter.
When you can use 2 arms though, in the back, it's way better. It's not that bad. We should switch. Are you okay? 1, 2, 3. Oh God!
Oh, this is way easier.
This is way worse. All right,
ready?
1, 2, 3. Oh, oh, hey, should we go on a jog? Let's jog.
This one is free.
Turn, don't hit the trucks. Oh yeah.
Single arm. Wait, check it out, look at me,
This is horse it.
Look at me, I'm cool.
This is, yeah.
That was the Bonafide RVR, by the way. So now we're going to the Bonafide P127 pedal.
P
Ready?
stands for paddle.
Paddle.
Oh no, you know what I don't like about this already?
What?
It's difficult to get 2 hands inside to here.
Small
and my hands are
handles.
not that big.
Demerit.
A little bit. I do like the handle design though.
Ooh, it's a moving handle. That's cool.
Yeah, I like that.
You got a switch grip to get 2 in here.
See what I'm
So
saying?
you can do 2. Okay, so Bonafide P127. A lot lighter than I expected for a pedal kayak.
Agreed, yeah.
We got a problem with this one, there's no handle.
No, you don't have a problem. Let me show you why. 1, 2, 3. Oh, because it's so light. There's a bungee, it retracts the handle.
Oh, nice.
The last one is the Nucanoe Unlimited, which is basically just a big hulking open shell of a fishing boat.
All right, so there is a metal handle that's very hot right now.
Uno, dos, burn yourself.
Okay, my hands are on fire.
I do like this handle, but yeah, it's right here. Okay, yeah, it's too far in.
Yep.
Okay,
Okay, that one's getting low ranking.
5.9.
The Gatorade fits in the Old Town cup holder, that's plus 2 points.
Plus and minus your speed.
Mm-hmm.
You're at level 4 right now. I think we can go to 10.
Oh God, so I can start at 10 and just go flying. Oh God! No, no!
Hey,
I mean,
Hey, wait, babe, wait! Babe, no!
turn
Okay,
left and right.
Yep.
As soon as you hit that, it'll start going.
okay, got it. All right, guys, let's do a speed test first here. We're going to a 10. Got my sonar going, so sonar says we are at 3.8. 4.2. Try and get it straight away. Small little lake here. Let's just kind of see what it takes to get to the other side of this lake. We do have a kill switch on this. We go ahead and rig that up to me. Just in case, eh? All right. This is pretty sick. So we're cruising along around 4.1 right there. And this is at full speed, 10. 4.1, we got GPS on this thing too, I guess. So it's getting me that speed. That is cool. Yeah, I mean, you can just kick it on over to the other side of the lake. It's testing out the turn. Going kind of hard on the turn here. It's not bad. Like, you can turn full speed on this thing. Sure, it's a lot more cozy at like a 7. Makes me a little nervous. That's not bad. Now I'm gonna try the spot lock over here. Hunter was telling me if you bump into something with this, it'll kick up and disengage the motor right away, so as to hopefully not damage it any further. That's really cool. Nice features, man. All right, now what I'm curious about is if I hit anchor like right now, what happens? Immediately stops and holds position. Shut up. Oh my God. That's so cool. All right, hang on, we're gonna drop that. So you take the anchor off and you're immediately back where you were headed. I gotta say, probably the coolest feature of this is that I could cruise around this lake without breaking a sweat at all, and do so very quickly in a kayak, right? I understand you can do that in a boat. This is in a kayak, and I can get to a point right here where I want to actually start casting. I can just drop this anchor and it immediately stops, like almost on a dime, which is very impressive. So let's get up here a little bit, and I'm gonna anchor and cast at the bank here for a quick sec. All right, so I am on lock, but it has turned me away from the bank, so that's not ideal. All right, you guys, gonna make a run through here on the boat real quick. And yeah, the Autopilot system here is really impressive. The fact that you can go full speed, hit the anchor, and you're just where you want to be. Like, I'm in fishable water right here, where I want to be instantaneously. A couple of things, like it's not as wide as I like a kayak to be. I guess I've just grown super spoiled by the Hobie, so it's not as stable. Sitting down, I feel perfectly safe, perfectly fine. I'm 6'2", 230. Like, it's not easy for a person such as my size here to be stable on any boat, but I feel pretty comfortable. casting out of it. I'm not too worried. If I gave it a stability score, I'd have to give it like a 6 though, just because this is not one I'd feel comfortable walking around the deck on, turning around on, and I feel pretty good about doing that on the Hobie. So it's different in those ways. As for the comfort, this seat is insanely comfortable. I could sit in this seat all darn day and have zero problems with it. So comfort level, very nice, very, very comfortable. 8, an 8 out of 10 for sure. Hey, look, it's a guy on a piece of plastic that's floating in the water. He's so fast. Right? So obviously the Autopilot is fast. You can go 4-ish miles an hour with what I currently have as far as weight in the boat. So maybe if you add more weight, it's not as fast, but still pretty solid. Safety features are great. We got a kill switch. We got the remote that we can, you know, leash to ourselves, obviously, is what we should be doing. And then if you bump into something, the Autopilot just kicks off. No big deal. So I think all of that, awesome. Love to see it. And you know, plenty of room for extra accessories. You can see we got an example here of running the Humminbird. It's got a through hull line design right there, so you can run your wires right through the hull. Super clean, no mess, no drilling. And then we got the forward facing rod holders, which if you guys don't know why these are amazing, here's why. Say you catch a fish, you set said rod right here while you detangle said line and or unhook said fish. Pretty great. Definitely something that I think all boats should have, and if yours doesn't come stock with it, you can always add rod holders. And of course we got our little waterproof hatch right here, which is apparently spring loaded, but that is pretty cool as well. Obviously we know this is the heaviest boat out here by 10,000 pounds. Just kidding. It's this is easily twice the weight of every other boat that we're testing out today. Features wise, Minn Kota, pretty sick. Features, there's a ton of accessories in here already, so lots of stuff I can already get a lot of use out of stock. Stuff like this doesn't come with it per se, but you get like your tracks and all that stuff, so that's really cool. Rod holders are included, of course. It's in the hull. I mean, features wise, I got to give it an 8. It's pretty stocked up. The wiring setup here is perfect. I love that. You know, storage capacity limited to none. There's not a lot of storage in here. You got your cup holder, a couple of these things for tools and whatnot, spot for a couple boxes back here. There's a little tiny bit of space under here, but it's taken up by batteries. And then you got your spot in the back here. All in all, like, really like the boat. Stability, not the greatest. Features, pretty awesome. Storage, pretty limited. Comfort, super high. That's where I'm at with it. We'll give our final verdicts on all these boats at the end. All right, you guys, time to test a new boat. I'm working so hard right now, bro. I'm at 7.5. You're at 7.5? Yeah. Here, go that way. Turn. I'll turn. Hang on. I want to make sure. Let's get a straightaway. Yep. Yeah. Start pedaling. You good? Yeah. Okay, 7.5. Okay. I'm just gonna go for a minute. Start pedaling. Get your deal going. Am I going super fast? You're going pretty fast, dude. All right, let me go 10. This is 10 versus manpower.
I'm going like 80%.
I'm also going straight and you're going sideways and you're still going fast. Look at you go, dude. All right, well, speed wars. Speed wars. I'm pretty sure that
the ramming power.
The Bonafide has the speed war down.
Let's check the ramming power.
Okay, yeah, sure. Go ahead, try and hit me. You missed. You idiot. Dude, check out the speed turning though. What? This is an 8.5 speed turn. I could go in reverse. I love how we're like, my boat's better than yours and we don't own either of these boats. All right, so with this setup, you obviously gotta get your drive undeployed here. Just pull up on the orb. Oh, on the cord? Hang on. Yeah, I guess I'm not seeing how that comes out. Oh, that. Look at how easy that is, obviously. So now we're safe to come back in.
So this is the 127P. The pedal. I'm not gonna lie. She moves pretty dang good with the paddle. This is crazy fast. Like compared to expectations, I'm loving this. But the real test, the only thing that people want to know about, obviously, how she pedals. So you drop it like that. You gotta lock it into the back there. You gotta drop your, see, this is a little weird going forward, but not hard. You got a rudder control right there. And then, oh, I gotta move my seat up, eh? Let me get dialed and see how fast this thing is. We'll test the speed here in just a second. This is pretty effortlessly moving in the water, not gonna lie. This is, I'm hauling. I am hauling. Let's check the turning radius. Ooh, I don't like that. When you turn it hard this way, it goes under the seat. I don't like that. I do not like that. Turning radius is pretty solid. It makes like a grinding noise. It's not terrible, but it's there. I don't know if I love this is open. I guess you could cover this. Can you? I'm guessing. Yeah, there you go. Then you put this bad boy in. There we go. That's how you do it. Hey, look at that. Oh, much better. Much better. This is a nice place. Let's check the standing. Let's check the standing. Oh man, I don't know, Jeff. It's pretty stable. It's not as stable as the Hobie.
Oh, I know. This isn't either.
This is the 127 pedal. Oh, it's kind of hard to turn around because you got this thing in the middle. You can do it. You can do it. You can definitely stand. It's in a wave. I would be nervous. I'd be pretty nervous. All right, I'm gonna give a quick rundown on the P127 from Bonafide. So that is the pedal edition. I really like this boat. It is super fast. It's really lightweight. It pedals incredibly well. I do like this design. It's very rock solid. I do like the design of the front hatch. I don't love these rod tubes. I almost wish they were like you could pass through on the other side. My line got actually stuck in the side of it the first time I put it through. And honestly, if you have a short, I like this feature right here, but if you try and scoot up your seat while your rod's in the rod tube, you might break one. I was this close. This is a very comfortable seat. Huge fan of this seat, very comfortable. You can fit your tackle storage under there, big room in the back. I like a lot of the features. I love the built-in tracks. I love the decking, super nice. I just noticed there's no cup holder except for the middle. I don't know if I like that, but you can add a cup holder, not a big deal. Other thing I don't like is when you want to turn the rudder this direction, it actually goes under the seat. So I don't know if I love that. Again, these are just little gripes, tiny things, but you know, a couple tiny things adds up to like a big deal when you're gonna spend a whole bunch of money on a kayak. Stability wise, I don't know if I love it either. It's good. It's more than adequate for you to stand up and fish. I've been spoiled with one of the widest kayaks on the market, but if you were in some wavy conditions, I would not be standing up, that is for sure. And honestly, some of the situations I've been in, granted it's my own fault, like trying to turn around completely and fish off the back of your boat, you gotta be leery, you gotta be a little more careful. So stability is like maybe a 7 out of 10. It is stable. Is it the most stable? No. Speed wise though, this thing is pretty dang quick and that makes up for a lot, and it's really easy to pedal. Overall, a very nice kayak. Nope, don't need it. There's no place for it anyways. Holy cow, this thing's tall.
That thing is wide open.
All right, we're in the paddle only. This seat is kind of sick, not gonna lie. You got an unlimited open space. This is the Nucanoe Unlimited, and I feel relatively not limited. You need a longer paddle, that's for sure. But it moves pretty well. The seat is very comfortable. Now, with this boat, that's pretty stable. You could probably fit 2 seats in this thing, I think, if you really just wanted to. You can move the seats all along these tracks. They go all the way up and all the way back, which is pretty cool. Standing up and paddling is pretty easy. All right, I'm gonna have to do a part where I walk to the front of it. That's what I was told. All right, here we go. Let's see, let's just test that stability. Oh! It's there. Oh! Oh! All right, I'm standing right in the front. This is kind of sick. You could definitely get wet doing it, but I'm here. Well, let's see how you get back. Oh! This is not bad. All right. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's kind of sick. It really is maneuverable. Maneuverability is high for how long this boat is. And like you're pretty, I mean, you're sitting up really high too. So like when I go to, I'm gonna fish the spot here. When you go to fish a spot, I mean, I don't need to stand up. I don't even want to stand up. I'm so comfortable. Yeah, the lack of cup holder I called out on the other one too. So the other thing too is you can 100% spin around in this chair. So like going to the back, it's kind of dope. Like, and it's high up, so like I'm very comfortable in this thing. It's pretty stable. It handles really, really well for how long this boat feels. I mean, I'm sitting in the back, but it handles really well. Speed-wise, I don't think it's going to be as fast, but it's just a bigger boat. But here's the thing: when you buy this boat, you got to be able to, you got to have a vehicle that can handle it. You're gonna have, it's not heavy, but you're gonna have a tough time if you got a small car. The other thing to think about too is you've got a lot of accessories to buy. I mean, this does not come with a lot of the bells and whistles that some of these other kayaks have built in. You know, there's just not as much to it, which is great. It's a Blake canvas. You're saving a little bit of money for sure, but you got to go buy some accessories aftermarket. A lot of people love it, a lot of people hate it. It's just not a good or bad thing, it just is what it is. It's a nice boat though. If you had a motor on this boat, oh my god. So I like this handle that's also the holder. That's pretty cool. Thoughtful feature. This is where I miss the pedal, because with a pedal boat I could just go back to the spot really easy and like with a rudder face the direction I want. With this thing I gotta get my paddle out, messing around with it. So this boat overall, I think I really changed my tune. I really did not like this boat at all. But I think I got to change my tune. It's very comfortable. It's easy to paddle, even though you need a little bit longer paddle. It brings a lot to the table in terms of stability, and like it's got a lot of options, right? Unlimited goes with the name, kind of goes without saying. And then you can customize it however you want. There's a lot of customizability here. This is a pretty nice boat. If you're like a duck hunter, this is a sick boat. You can fit a million decoys in here. But as a fisherman, certainly, I wonder if you get two people in here, like two of these seats. I really love the full spinning seat and how it sits up high. It's not quite as flexible. Like I don't know if I would want this in the river per se, at least like fast moving water. But I mean, this can do a lot of things for you. Yeah, this is a pretty sick boat. It needs a lot of things, but gosh dang it, if it isn't cool, a cool blank canvas. I like it.
Clear. So did you stand on the side?
Yeah.
You did? You stood up here?
No.
Oh. Shall I?
Yeah.
Why would I not, he says. It'll be fine, he says. You probably won't die, he says. All right, so yeah, stability on these, it's not bad.
It's not great.
It's not great.
It's a 7.
Surely it's not bad. There's no way I'm getting back there. Like, what do I do?
Not with that attitude.
Hang on. I gotta paddle out where there's actual danger. Otherwise this can't work.
For you.
Oh wait, this is in my way. Hang on.
Cash in, just break it.
Okay. So, dude, why? I'm gonna be trapped there.
Just be better.
Okay, there you go. I did the thing. Are you proud of me, Dad? Look at me now. I mean, I guess I should throw a mule here, eh? God, that cascade is so smooth.
How do you feel about that platform on the SS127?
I mean, I see maybe a purpose sometimes. I don't see myself.
Now get down.
Oh, okay. Hang on, it's super easy. I'll show you guys in 3 simple steps.
Steph, how tall are you?
6'2".
All right.
Ready? Oh God, oh God. I actually could see myself using that. We are in the SS127 now. I will say, like, I've been really happy with the comfort of the seats on these Bonafides. It's really nice. They feel stable, they feel sturdy, and also lumbar support. So very comfortable seats. Obviously, we still have tons and tons of track mounting all the way around. Lots of this EVA decking, so that's going to keep your toesies from catching on fire. Yeah, I mean, I'm a fan. I like it. Let's check maneuverability and speed. So speed's pretty good on this. It tracks really well. Hang on. I'm leaning right.
It's good.
That's not bad.
I know.
That's barely, yeah. You're not like spinning around.
No.
That's pretty good. Okay, so let's check maneuverability. Definitely nowhere near the RVR, but pretty good. Definitely takes more effort to work this boat around. It's a little bit longer, 12.7 instead of 11.9. So you got, you know, almost another foot there. All in all though, I like it. I mean, this is comfy. Still kind of got that low deck as well, so that's something to keep in mind too. All right, so this is really the main reason we came out here was this boat right here. This is the Bonafide RVR. It is 11'9", I believe. And gosh dang. Look at me go! I'm so fast! Dude, this is a really fast paddler. I can see cruising right down the river on this thing. Whoa. Yo, how on plane am I for 230 pounds? Is it sitting on the water good? It looks pretty smooth, man. This thing tracks really well. No, there's no anchor and no rudder on this thing. Also, there's no cup holder up here. That makes me a little sad. Lack of cup holders on the Bonafide. So you gotta get a track mounted one, I guess. All right, so you can just drop your paddle there. Now the RVR is definitely like super low, so you gotta do that super low squat situation. Dude, this thing gets a 4.5 for stability on me. But I mean, if I'm in the river, I'm probably not standing on this thing, right? I'm gonna sit and ride. I mean, it is super narrow, and oh my gosh, I forgot how far down the seat was. That's hilarious. I mean, like, you're looking at a minimalist boat, right? So it's gonna have minimal stuff on it. It's gonna be very light. We've already discussed how light this thing is. And yeah, I would say comfort level, my God, this thing is comfortable. All right, so sitting on the RVR right now from Bonafide. Pretty awesome boat, tracks really well. And I could tell that it would be, from a seated position, very comfortable to sit and paddle against current or with the current in a river. Obviously, it's the RVR for a river boat. That's the purpose. So I think it'll do really well where it's meant to be, you know, fish. I can't see myself standing on this boat much because the stability is really not there. Especially, again, I'm 6'2", 230, like, I'm just not really built to stand on boats, unfortunately, unless they are super wide. Now, the boat that Paul's on right now seems like it could be more stable. That's the Nucanoe Unlimited. So I would like to check that out. We'll take a look, see, and see how we feel on it. I did stand and cast for a little bit. Not the end of the world. I could tell if there's any chop, any wind, any current that's, you know, above a normal pace, I'm out. Like, I'm not standing on that. So that's one thing to definitely keep in mind. Stability on here, I got to give it like a 4.5 out of 10. It's just not there. All right, I had to switch to paddling now. Accessories, tons of accessories on here. You got plenty of track. You got plenty of these little mounting plates like all around. It has the ability, the capability of adding a pedal. This seat is very low to the surface, the hull of the boat. So that is something to keep in mind. If I go to stand up, I need to really like heave myself forward. Now, if you work out a little bit, like, you're gonna be fine. You can definitely do that. If you have any sort of injury, disability, you don't work out much at all, I can tell you this will be difficult to stand up in for sure. But just something to keep in mind. And you don't have to. Obviously, you can fish from a seated position. And again, there are lots and lots of cool features. I would sit in this the vast majority of the time, but this is kind of what we're looking for right now. I would love to see a lightweight river boat running limited to no tackle, 1 to 2 rods, that's it, and just go down the river and have a good old time. And I could see that happening on this. I got really nice control with it, so we can turn, I mean, pretty much on the dime. Got no issues there. Paddling forward or backward, no big deal. The seat, very comfortable. I am a fan of that. Yeah, this is very maneuverable. Say agile as heck. Agile AH. All in all, like, great little boat. Big fan. I could see rocking one of these someday. Oh, also has a spot here for your bump board. So throw your catch board, hog trough, whatever you have, you can throw it into that slot, which is nice. And we know we've seen the same situation on the Sholey. The only reason we're not using a Sholey today, I got to point out, Crescent Kayaks is not carried at this distributor, so that's why. But we're gonna find one that has them, and we'll test that out at a later time. All right, so let's test speed. I am speed. Skirt. It's sick.
So we got 30 minutes-ish on each boat. We cast
least,
it,
yeah.
we paddled. We almost crashed into each other.
We drove with a remote control.
It was a ton of fun. Again, shout out to DNR Sports and Kalamazoo. Hunter, who's right behind the camera. Thank you so much, because this was a ton of fun, and not a lot of people get to do this, so we're very blessed.
I just want to shop around and find some really cool stuff. These guys do have an online store. It's vandamswarehouse.com. Yes, that Van Dam. All right. Well,
So
one of them. One of those Van Dams.
So the idea here was to give you our honest opinion on all 5 boats, and then give you a power ranking. So this takes into account everything. This is price, this is what you get for your money, so value, as well as like just our general opinion. Now this is only as fishing kayaks only, so like not a pleasure cruiser, et cetera, et cetera. And we understand just this is personal preference. These are all great boats. These were all really tight, but we made ourselves go 1 to 5, and someone's got to be 5 and someone's got to be 1.
And also, it's only these brands right here, because I know it. I know in the comments, you're ready. You're warming up. You're doing your finger push-ups.
What did we not include?
Right? What didn't we include?
A lot.
We didn't have the Sportsman's from Old Town.
There's
we
hundreds.
didn't have other
There's
brands, but
thousands of them.
Here's the deal. Not every store carries all the brands. So we came to one store today with one idea in mind to test these out, and these are the best that they had on the rack. So let's go through them. We're going to rank them 1 through 5. Okay, so number 1, and this is
should we go 5? This is the biggest surprise.
Oh yeah,
let's start with 5.
Starting with number 5.
This is the bottom. The least liked. Liked, but least out of the 5.
I was very surprised this took up my number 5 spot.
What is it?
It's the P127.
The P127.
And honestly, for me, I could be just spoiled because of the Mirage drive, which the Mirage drive has a ton of problems also.
Including braking.
It's different, this pedaling versus the elliptical style pedaling for me. That threw me off a lot. Comfort was there. I mean, these Bonafides, very, very comfortable boats. So
Agreed.
I'm not going to knock it there.
It was small stuff. So there's a little bit of grinding when you're paddling.
A little grindy, a little weird.
I didn't love that. It has a very tight turning radius compared to others, so like the Old Town, compared to the 10-footer even. It has a pretty tight turning radius. It is very fast, which I liked a lot.
It beat the Autopilot at a speed 10,
crazy
which is
fast.
top speed.
And I'm shorter, so it is what it is. And then but there were some features that I just didn't think worked the way that I want them to. So I didn't love the rod holders. I thought a more open rod holder would actually work better than the sleeve that they have here at the end. Moving the seat's actually right over the handle when you try and turn it all the way to the left.
That was the biggest
Didn't like
demerit.
that. It should be metal as well. I could feel it flexing, which I didn't love. It's a little clunky to get the cover off. I feel like if it was a clip cover or something, just a way to get it off faster for when you're pulling in and out and you're pulling the drive out. Yep.
Yeah.
I do like the drive is stripped down. It doesn't weigh very much and is very heavy duty. There's a lot of things to like about the boat. But again, we're splitting hairs. Very nice boat. Definitely worth the money. Do recommend. Would fish very well, but it's number 5.
All right, number 4 is, I'll let you say this one.
This was contentious. The number 4 is going to be the Nucanoe Unlimited. I thought this was going to be number 5. We rolled up here. I was like, number 5, we got him. Get him in there.
He was like, no way.
I could not have
this
been
boat
more
is
wrong.
terrible.
The stability was better than I thought it would be. Yes, I know it's a wide boat, but it's also very long. I was able to walk all the way to the front of the boat and fish off of it.
And fish off the back.
The 360 swivel seat delivers a lot of value. I didn't think it would.
How comfortable was it?
More comfortable than I thought it would be. I will say, but it's nowhere near as comfortable as some of these other seats. But it's firm, no issues, very comfortable.
Yep.
It also folds completely back. It can move all the way to the front of the boat or the back. You could have 2 people in this boat, and that's a big draw for me. But again, this is, sorry. And there's nothing on it, which is a blank canvas. I really like that, and I know people like that, but it can also be a drawback because then you have to go buy things separately. So
I mean, it's your canvas. You can make it how you want, but keep in mind you're adding up all the costs right away because you need some stuff in there.
But imagine this. I'm going to paint you a picture. There's 2 of those seats. You and I are in the boat. There's a motor on the back, an electric motor on the back.
That'd be pretty sweet.
I think you and I are having a lot of fun. I think we're taking out quite a bit, and it doesn't weigh very much. So if you're a duck hunter, yes, 110%. If you and like your kid want to go, dude, absolutely. Or like you and your dad, you know, whatever. You get the idea. 2 people. This is a big win.
It was surprising, very surprising.
But the rankings were for a fishing vessel. So it's a purely fishing vessel, and definitely for one person.
And off the shelf.
It comes, off the shelf comes in at number 4. But it's still a nice boat.
Yep. All right. 3. Number 3, and this is where the Nucanoe was a toss up with this one, but it's the SS127. So the SS127 is fast for a paddle boat.
Yes.
Tracks really well. It was the last boat that I used today. I enjoyed that a lot. It you can paddle hard and then just stop, and it slowly veers off course.
It's not bad.
It's just pretty darn good tracking.
It's stable, more stable than I thought.
It was a lot more stable than I expected.
It's fast too, just like the P127. It's a very fast paddling boat.
Yep. The Bonafides are not wide boats, but they are, where they're not wide, they're actually like pretty stable.
The seat is,
it's surprising.
The seat might be the best seat of the bunch.
Yes, that seat, because the RVR has a different seat, and the Old Town, those are kind of similar.
This is
but
Bonafide's newest seat. This is so nice.
Yeah, it's on the P127 too. It's very comfortable.
I love some of the
I can sit in that all day.
I love the way that they've organized your ability to have rods on the deck. I actually didn't like that about the P127. There wasn't enough room there. I felt like I was bumping my rods when I was pedaling, but as a paddle boat, it is wonderful. I love the sliding tray. I think that's such a cool idea. So under seat, there's like a sliding tray for tackle and gear, but that's where your rods go. I thought it was executed very well. It's a nice boat.
It's a nice boat. If I was getting a paddle boat and I wanted like a mid to upper level paddle boat, that'd be the one.
Agreed.
100%. So
what could possibly have beat it?
Number 2, the RVR. And dude, I'm blown away by that boat. It has so many like options that you can add to it. I mean, from through the hull line for your anchor that goes off the front, which has a roller installed, to the paddle holder, to the rod holders molded in.
I love where you have the ability, if you're a tournament angler, to put your bump board across.
It's got a board spot. Yeah.
Very nice. It also, I will say this for it, it's the most open deck of all of these. I know you would think the Nucanoe, the problem with the Nucanoe is the tracks actually take up some of the interior of the boat.
They narrow the boat, so the boat's really wide, but the tracks are like inside of that.
And the Bonafide's the opposite. The whole thing is very open, and in a river boat, I really like that. I think as a river fishing vessel, as a paddle-only vessel, very nice boat, also pretty fast.
Yeah, we haven't tried the Crescent Shoalie, so we don't
want to get stung in the neck, so stop doing that.
So we haven't tried the Crescent Shoalie, so we're not comparing that to that right now. But based on like our current knowledge and usage,
out of these
that
5,
thing is awesome. It weighs nothing. Yeah. It tracks really well. It's very fast. The maneuverability, Hunter pointed out when we were on it, like you can just spin that thing on a dime.
Watching Jeff,
crazy.
Watching 6 foot plus Jeff, 220, right, 240, Jeff on that kayak is comical. But it's comical because of how well he was able, the way he was able to maneuver was actually pretty impressive. So,
number 1, guess which one it is.
The most expensive one.
You get a freaking Minn Kota Autopilot. You get a remote control kayak.
Fast.
That is fast. It goes up to, I was running 4.1 miles an hour while I was in it. And then I can also send my friend away from me. I mean, he gets my boat, but like I could send him away.
It also had I think it had the nicest fit and finish of all these kayaks.
Insanely comfortable seat, even at or above the level of that Bonafide seat. Very comfortable. I'd mentioned on video, I could have sat in that all day.
They fixed my biggest problem was where you used to lean back and the front would pop up and the whole thing would drop. So that's been fixed in some of the old Predator models, which I used to have.
It's locked in.
Yep.
It's awesome.
It is a pretty open deck. It's a little bit deeper, so you are sitting up a little bit higher. It's a very nice boat. The back is very spacious. That's another benefit, is even though you lose some space having the battery and obviously having the trolling motor up front, it is very spacious. Spot lock is almost worth the price of admission on its own. What a huge benefit as a kayak fisherman.
Could stop on a dime.
You ditch the need for an anchor in most cases, and it's just, what a huge benefit. So, but that all goes with saying, it's got really cool features, but it all goes with saying, you're spending a lot of money. So if you're not spending up, it automatically could be number 5 for a lot of people.
It's in a class of its own. We all
100%.
realize that. These are the 5 boats we have today. These are the 5 boats we're ranking today. So that's why they're ranked in this order. And if you guys agree or disagree, go ahead and comment below. No big deal. Everybody's entitled to their opinions.
Man, it's like a 10 out of 10 everywhere except for weight and cost.
Yeah, but it is built, like the way that they built this thing, everything was done with a purpose.
Absolutely.
You don't have anything where you're like, why does the rudder handle on this P127 go under my seat?
Flush mount.
None of that happens.
Flush mount. Forward-facing rod holders on both sides.
So good.
10 out of 10.
It's an awesome boat. So we get it. It's the most expensive one. So again, it kind of is in a class of its own. So if you consider it completely different, totally fine. That's, you know, our opinion.
This is just our opinion. All of these boats I thought were very nice. I would recommend any one of these to anyone, but I would come with some caveats on some. I'd say, yes, you're going to spend like $2,000 less. However, you're going to have maybe these 2 or 3 things that you need to change, fix, or deal with. Versus, yeah, if you want to spend $4 grand, maybe you're getting the boat of your dreams. That's just the way it is, and that's just our opinion.
And if you're in the Kalamazoo area, then you for sure should come down to D&R Sports and pick up said kayak. All right, appreciate you guys for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and we'll catch you on the next video. Well, let's roll out because everybody's here.